Hi, welcome to the fourth blog for January 2011. In fact, the fourth blog for 2011. We'll start straight away by going to the blog, and I've really got to start with an apology to you all. Although every care was taken in the preparation of engaging with learners safeguarding zipped exe file, which we made available for you all to download, it has been brought to my attention, and therefore to the Regional Support Centre Northwest, that the image on the home page of a practitioner talking to learners is not, as I was led to believe, royalty free for use on non-commercial publications. The new version of the resource is available for you to download on our website. I'll show you where that is in a sec. But please do make sure you replace your copy of the resource with version 2, because if you continue to use the original resource, you may well be in receipt of an invoice. So please replace it. If you go on to our website, the address is at the top of the page there, which hopefully you all know, and you scroll down to publications and choose EMagazine. Let me just zoom in so you can see that. Okay, so first things first, choose publications and then EMagazine. Okay. When the magazines open up, on the left hand side there is EMagazine supplements, and again I'll click on it first and then I'll show you the next part. There we go. Let's just zoom in so you can see it. So click on EMagazine supplements and it will open, and then it's the zipped exe library that you click on next. Okay, so we'll click on that. You will find that the file that I'm talking about is the, let's just zoom in again. Is this one here. Okay, let me just put a rectangle around it for you. It's number 24 and it's engaging with learners safeguarding. Okay, so if you can download the new version and or remove that image, then you won't be in breach of royalty situation. Okay. Obviously, I apologise for any inconvenience caused, and hopefully you can do that as soon as possible. Now, the first find today is from our friends at makeuseof.com. There are two resources. Let's just go to the first one. And let's just zoom out a bit so that we can see it. It's called Your PC Inside and Out, and it's part 1, and it's all about the chassis, power supply and motherboard. The link is at the top of the page. And another one, let's just zoom out on the cover again. I've obviously opened these using the links at the top of the screen. Again, this is Your PC Inside and Out, but it's part 2, CPU, RAM, storage, video card and expansion. Both of those can be downloaded. It's ideal continued professional development for those of you who actually want to find out more about how your computers work. Second find today is from Wales. Let's just go straight to it. It's ideal for learners with learning difficulties, and it's looking at, well, it's called My Future, as you can see, but it's actually looking at support materials and questions that they should be asking. Let me just zoom in so you can see in a little bit more detail. Things like, what am I like? Exploring the options open to them. How will I decide who can help me? And then there's some things on independent living and help with getting a job. The My Site and how to use the site probably are not a great deal of use because it has been produced by the Welsh Careers Office, but the quality of the resources there is superb. I would suggest that they would be ideal for those of you who are involved with information and advice and guidance to use as examples of excellence to help you to develop your own resources, although some of them can be used as standalone. While we're there, if you go to the careerswales.com website, in the English version, there are some excellent resources here. Again, I'll zoom in for you. For example, My Future, which we've just been talking about, but there is 16 to 19-year-olds, work learning skills and qualification options after 16. There's a nice section for parents, another one for adults, employers and professionals. It's an excellent example of resources for information, advice and guidance when it comes to careers, etc. The next, we have two finds. I came across VoIP, that's Voiceover Internet Provider, -Sol website. It's an independent blog covering the VoIP market, Web 2 and related technologies. And I know that we are working with a number of learning providers who are looking at using Skype for communication, remote observations, assessment and job knowledge interviews without all of the travel backwards and forwards, etc., to the places that the learning providers are based. There are two resources. There are 15 apps for recording Skype conversations. There's the first one. The address is at the top of the page. It just provides lots of ways to record your Skype calls easily. There is Call Burner, Skylook, Pamela, which is something I have used, and it is a very good option. PowerGramo, Free Recorder, Hot Recorder, iSound, Kishcash, Mixcast, Pretty May, and Total Recorder. And then it goes on for a few for the Mac, and I know that one of the criticisms is we don't include enough for the Mac. There are several there that are suitable for the Mac. I don't have time to try them all out. Pamela and Callgraph are two that I use regularly. When I get the time, I will look at some more options. The other resource from the same site is Best Tools to Record Skype Video Calls. And again, you've got an option of Pamela for Skype, and I didn't realize the new version recorded video as well. Super Tintin keeps cropping up time and time again, and if I'm going to look at another one in the near future, that's one that I will be looking at. VOD Burner is one I use and I can recommend. And then there's Ecamm, Call Recorder for Skype, IM Capture for Skype, Cam Soft Skype Recorder software. Well worth having a look at and to evaluate. If you do evaluate, let me know what you think of them and whether they meet your requirements. If you want to follow this particular blog, then the address is at the top of the page. The latest post while I'm recording this is 9 leading online and iPhone cash flow tools for businesses. So there you go. We're back to Nick Peachy, somebody who comes up with some excellent resources. Again, if you remember, we had 5 tasks to help teachers learn to teach with technology, basically, and he's come up with 3 more. If we go on to his website, link at the top of the page, it's 3 more tasks to teach yourself to teach with technology. He's covering here Wall Wisher, which is again something that I've used in the past and brought to your attention. Jing, and I must admit I've not tried it, but that's a useful tool that allows you to create and annotate images grabbed from the screen and on your computer. I use Snippy a lot, and I think it may be Snippy Plus, but again I need to get round to having a look at it. And the third one that he's come up with this time is creating your own YouTube channel, which for practitioners I would have thought would have been a useful exercise. You can then produce vidcasts like this to add, as I have, to my YouTube channel. Icebreakers next. It's a website. Let's just go there. there we go. Link at the top of the page. It provides a whole load of icebreakers, group games, and team building activities. The nice thing is, let me just scroll down a bit further, and then I can zoom in. Okay. You have got icebreakers for small groups, 2 to 5 people. Medium groups 5 to 10, large groups 10 to 30, and 30 plus people. Then you've got different categories. You've got active icebreakers, getting to know you icebreakers, and team building. And the third option is to just look through the icebreakers by name. There are some very nice icebreakers in there. Again, you need to try them out to see what you think and whether they're suitable for your purpose. Penultimate find already in TwileShare. Let's just go onto the website, link at the top. It's the facility to upload and share files on Twitter. And some of you might think, well, I don't want to have my files open to the world, but you can password protect them with Nitro PDF Writer, for example. At the moment, and I may be a bit early to flag it up, it's by request only, and it's request for a beta invite. I've requested and sadly haven't got it yet. It's been at least 3 days, so don't expect a quick response. But I do see that it will have some potential to provide resources to learners through tools that they may well use. And I'll update you on that as and when and if I get a beta invite. Last but not least, First Click. As we come to expect from the BBC, this website helps learners realize that using computers and the internet is easier than it thinks. There are lots of activities, video guides, and printable pages. Here's the home page. There's a video click there to, I'm not going to play it now, you can listen to it yourself as and when, but if again I zoom in for you, oh, there we go. These are the sort of things that are included. What computer do I need? How do I get broadband? Practicing your mouse skills, practicing your keyboard skills, and then go back to the other side, practicing using a website, internet search challenge, check your password strength, and practicing using email. Very useful for those of you who are involved in functional skills, key skills, to direct learners to practice and to gain in confidence. Last but not least, just a quick reminder that our next In Touch Live broadcast is on Monday the 14th of February 2011, Valentine's Day, and hopefully it will be a little bit more inclusive, in as much as I'm hoping that all of the team will make a small contribution about some of the hardware and resources that they love. Look forward to talking to you again soon. That is all for today.